Under the PM Surya Ghar Muft Bijli Yojana, many people have installed on-grid solar systems on their rooftops. However, an on-grid system comes with both advantages and disadvantages. The biggest drawback is that this system works only when your home is receiving electricity from the grid. If there is no grid supply at your home, the system will not operate and your solar panels will not provide any benefit. The advantage, of course, is that this system does not require batteries, which saves you the cost of a battery bank. Many people are not aware that an on-grid system does not work during power cuts, and unknowingly they get it installed. Later, when they do not get the expected benefit from it, they start thinking about how they can convert their existing on-grid system into an off-grid system so that they can still get electricity from their solar panels even during a power cut. In this explanation, you will learn exactly how you can convert your on-grid system into an off-grid system. There are several ways to do this. The first and simplest method is to disconnect the solar panels from the on-grid inverter and purchase a separate off-grid inverter. You can then connect your panels to that off-grid inverter according to its voltage and wiring requirements. Off-grid inverters generally have much lower open circuit voltage VOC limits, whereas on-grid inverters have much higher VOC limits. In on-grid systems, almost all panels are connected in series. In larger systems, multiple strings are created. Each string contains many panels connected in series, and then these strings are connected in parallel with each other. As you can see in the animation, two separate strings have been formed, each string in series, and both strings are connected directly to the solar inverter. Because of this series connection, the VOC becomes very high in on-grid systems. On-grid or grid-tie inverters support a very wide voltage range. Their VOC support can start from around 160 volts and go all the way up to 1000 volts. In contrast, even if you use an off-grid MPPT inverter that supports 4 batteries, its VOC support will be a maximum of around 200 volts. This is the case with transformer-based models. If you choose transformer-less technology, the VOC range can go as high as 400 to 450 volts. This allows you to connect up to 9 solar panels in series. If you want to convert your on-grid system to off-grid as it is, you will need a DC changeover switch. With the help of this switch, you can redirect all your solar panels from the on-grid inverter to the off-grid inverter. But before choosing an inverter, you must know the VOC of your system. For example, if you have 500 watt solar panels, each panel has an VOC of around 50 volts. If you have 10 such panels connected in series, the total VOC becomes 500 volts. In the market, transformer-less inverters and inverters with higher battery banks can support such a high VOC. Using a DC changeover switch, you can directly shift your panels between the grid-tie inverter and the off-grid inverter during a power cut. As shown in the animation, the system works smoothly, but this method becomes expensive because you need a bigger inverter and more batteries. Apart from this, there is another method. Many companies now provide batteryless inverters as well. These are also available in transformer-less technology. With these inverters, you can run your home directly from solar panels without needing any batteries. For example, in the Kranti series from Smart & Company, there is a batteryless inverter that can take a series of up to 15 panels and run your home load directly from solar power. Smart & offers different models in 5 kVA, 8 kVA and 10 kVA capacities. Before purchasing such an inverter, you must understand a few important points. As the table shows, these inverters require a minimum of 400 volts from the solar panels, which means at least 8 solar panels of 500 watts must be connected in series. To get a stable 500 volts or more throughout the day, it is better to use 10 panels in series. Connecting 10 panels means you need a 5 kilowatt solar system at minimum. You can increase the capacity depending on the inverter model. For example, the 5 kVA inverter can run up to 4200 watts of load, so installing 5 kilowatts of solar panels will be ideal. Similarly, the 8 kVA inverter can run up to 6500 watts of load and requires at least 8 kilowatts of solar panels. The 10 kVA inverter can run up to 8 kilowatts of load and requires at least 12 kilowatts of solar panels. These inverters support a maximum input voltage of 750 volts, meaning you can connect up to 15 panels in a single series string. If you want to connect more than 15 panels, you must make separate strings of 15 and connect them accordingly. With the 10 kVA inverter, you can connect up to 35 kilowatts of solar panels. This means even someone who has a large on-grid system of 20 kilowatts or 30 kilowatts can switch to this method by choosing the appropriate inverter. The low solar cutoff voltage of these inverters is around 300 volts. If the voltage from the panels drops below this level, the inverter will stop supplying power and the load will switch off. Therefore, understanding this voltage requirement is very important before purchasing the inverter. Once you choose the correct model based on your load and panel configuration, configuration, you can use a DC changeover switch to shift all your solar panels to the smarten inverter and run your home directly on solar power during power cuts. Another and perhaps the best option is to switch to a hybrid inverter. Hybrid inverters are now available in the market, which work as both on-grid and off-grid systems. By converting your system into a hybrid setup, you get the advantage of exporting power to the grid as well as the ability to run your home from solar during power cuts. You get both on-grid benefits and off-grid reliability in a single system. This is how you can convert your existing on-grid system into an off-grid system and get maximum benefit from your solar panels. If you found this explanation helpful, make sure to like and share the video and subscribe to the channel. Also, press the bell icon so that you receive future updates on time. Thank you.